Every year a new EU list of non-cooperative jurisdictions is published. The EU publishes the list to shame non-cooperative jurisdictions into compliance with their demands for transparency. Any country on the EU's list of non-cooperative jurisdictions is worth exploring further. Maybe these countries still have respect for financial privacy. The EU talks about concepts like fair taxation and global tax transparency in its document on non-cooperative jurisdictions. These concepts are ridiculous and could only be conceived by bureaucrats. Here is the EU's list of non-cooperative jurisdictions. 1. American Samoa. The EU says that American Samoa refuses to automatically exchange financial information. That is enough to get it on the EU's blacklist. 2. Anguilla. According to the EU, Anguilla facilitates offshore structures and arrangements aimed at attracting profits without real economic substance. 3. The Bahamas. Like Anguilla, the Bahamas facilitates offshore structures and arrangements that allow people and corporations to reduce their taxes. 4. Fiji. Fiji got itself on the EU list of non-cooperative jurisdictions for not being part of the Global Forum on the Automatic Exchange of Information for Tax Purposes. 5. Guam. Guam also does not participate in the automatic exchange of private financial information. This earned the jurisdiction a place on the EU's blacklist. 6. Palau. Palau has not signed the OECD's Multilateral Convention on Administrative Assistance. It also does not apply any automatic exchange of financial information. 7. Panama. Panama displeased the EU bureaucrats by maintaining its territorial tax system. The EU hates the fact that its citizens can leave the EU and become tax-free in jurisdictions like Panama that don't tax overseas income. The EU wants every country to tax worldwide income. 8. Samoa. According to the EU, Samoa has a harmful preferential tax regime. This earned Samoa a place on the EU list of non-cooperative jurisdictions. 9. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago does not automatically share financial information with other countries. It also operates free zones which the EU describes as harmful preferential tax regimes. 10. The Turks and Caicos Islands. According to the EU, the Turks and Caicos facilitates offshore structures and arrangements that help businesses lower their taxes. 11. The U.S. Virgin Islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands are not part of CRS and therefore don't automatically share financial information. This earned the territory a place on the EU's list of non-cooperative countries. 12. Vanuatu. The EU has not been happy with Vanuatu for some time. They recently cancelled visa-free travel to the Schengen zone for Vanuatu passports. They're also concerned that Vanuatu are facilitating the setup of offshore structures that help avoid tax. The EU list of non-cooperative jurisdictions is interesting. It shows the small number of countries who have been able to withstand international pressure to share financial information and clamp down on offshore structures. Many other countries offer offshore structures and don't participate in automatic information exchange. Those that have political clout with the EU don't appear on the list. Organizations like the EU want to abolish financial privacy and make sure that everyone is subject to high taxes. No doubt more of these countries will cave in to international demands in the future. Others may see an opportunity in offering financial privacy as a service to international clients. Liberty Mundo helps high-net-worth clients navigate the offshore world. Our goal is to increase your freedom and protect your assets. We do this by helping you get new overseas residencies and citizenships around the world. This means your travel options can never be restricted by any single government. We protect your assets by setting up legal structures that are impossible to penetrate. These structures can include trusts, foundations, and offshore companies. The exact structure will depend on your individual needs. Follow the link in the description to get started on your personalized offshore blueprint.